The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, fellas. Guys, good morning. Back after a long weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the 3-day weekend. Yeah, I agree. The hell with weekends, especially long ones. For those of you guys that were around yesterday, hey, good morning, Randy, Sue, Tony, Kirk. Guys, good morning. Good morning. It is, there's the 8 o'clock bell. It is Tuesday. Paul, good morning. January 19. We're almost out of January. And we're back at it. Daryl, good morning. Brian, Jacques, Ray, fellas, good morning. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Patrick, Onyx, Don, good morning. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Go Bills. I'm on the Bill. I told you guys I'm on the Bills bandwagon. Let's see, guys. We're coming in. We did have earnings this morning. There was some earnings out this morning. Goldman Sachs beat top and bottom. I don't care about Halliburton, though it looks like they beat. Bank of America beat, missed on revenue. They beat it in the missed on revenue. In any event, let me check news. I doubt we have anything on a Tuesday. We don't. Nothing. So we have no news today. Jim, good morning. Paul, good morning. Guys, if you are here on trial, good morning and welcome. I will go through Nevin, good morning. Magnus, Jeff, good morning. Guys, good morning. It's good to see y'all. It's good to be back. For those of you that are here on trial, we do have a fair amount of trials today, especially coming off a long weekend. What I'll do is wait maybe 15, 20 minutes, half hour-ish, and I will go over the room, what you're going to see. The session is recorded, and as I do for trials, Monday, well, today is Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will be sending you folks out a daily email, which will include the video from the room. So if you guys care to go back through the video, you can watch the room. And my point is, at about 8:15 to 8:30, at some point, I'll go through what it is you're going to see in the room, explain the robot. And for those that may not be in the room already, they'll get a chance to see it on video, but I will wait a little bit before I go through that. Those of you that are here already at 8 o'clock, I appreciate your punctuality. Coming into the session, markets are well up. Last I looked, NASDAQ was up about 101. Let me just take a quick look here, fellas. Dow futures are up 209. S&P is up 27 handles. NASDAQ's up 100 points, 101. Russell's up 25. Russell's actually leading the parade today, up 1.1%, almost 1.2%, followed by the NASDAQ up 0.8%. DAX is actually down 14 points, which is interesting. Green across most of Europe is what it looks like. Asian markets green. VIX futures down about 0.8%, 25.42, and VIX cash is down 6%, 22.85. Currently conducive for longs. NASDAQ in the overnight session has just over 1,700 net buyers. For my members, you guys hear that every day. For my trials, I talk about Delta, and I'll explain that this morning. We have 5,800 net buyers plus in the ES. Gold, about 400 sellers. Crude, a couple of hundred buyers. Not many buyers in crude. Net buyers. Yuri, good morning. Obviously, Russell which is leading the parade today, has almost 1,000 net buyers. For those of you guys that are on trial, I don't really trade. Hey, good morning, Hubba Hubba. I don't really trade the YM. I will, based on what I'm seeing on order flow, and again, I'll get into that in a little bit, may suggest some YM trades. So I don't have a delta number for you guys. Gold is in shorts at the moment. Crude is getting a bid above VWAP with small net buying. I would think longs. For those of you that may not have been around late last week or midweek last week, we have rolled crude to March. If you're not on March crude, please roll your contract. For my trials, primarily, I will trade. The robots will trade across a number of instruments. And again, I'll show you guys a robot in a minute and go through that stuff. And I also will be offering throughout the session order flow trades. I'll show my order flow. I'll talk about order flow. I primarily will be trading NASDAQ, sprinkled in with ES, gold, and crude to a lesser degree. In any event, let me read the disclaimer, guys, and we will get on with it. Bear with me 1 second. Got to find it. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Also, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to that trade. If you folks elect to take trades, please trade according to your trade plan, your tolerance for risk. Let's see, gold, shorts, 15 minutes on short. Good morning, Jennifer. Hey, Ray. I have no idea. I can't answer that, Ray. All I can tell you is today is Tuesday. Don't know if the bots trade like they do on Monday or if they trade like they do on Tuesday. I would suggest that you probably trade them accordingly to a Tuesday, but I'm not sure that Dean has that. I'm not sure that Dean has anything that would correlate to that when Monday is a holiday or not. I don't know. He does not. You don't have to email him. He does not. Yeah, it's an odd day. It's an odd day. It's what happens when we get holidays in the middle of the week. Or the beginning of the week and we start on a Tuesday. Here's what I see, guys. Gold looks like it's going to break down to 1828. It failed again in the 40s, which could take it down close to 1800. It did manage to get to 44, 45. It broke through some minor resistance at 40, 41, but is pulling back fairly steeply. Looks like the dollar index does not have bid. The problem for gold is still Karanja. I don't do education in the trade room. The gold is still fighting the 10-year note. Yields are rising still, and gold is in a tug of war with the 10-year. Again, George, I know you ask this every day, but today is Tuesday, so you've attended Dean's education. What bots do you run on Tuesday? What bots get run on Tuesday? No, none. Yeah, none, George. Not all. None. So the question is today going to react as if it's a Monday, at which case we would run all the bots, or is it going to be a Tuesday? So we don't know. So what I would suggest is you're going to have to trade according to your either what you know, which is a Tuesday, or trade differently. I can't answer that for you. If you're asking me what I currently have on, I have gold and ZB on. Now, again, I have no special insight or crystal ball that I know anything differently. I'm merely telling you what I'm doing. I am not suggesting that that's what you should do. Well, and again, that's the thing. We don't know. Who knows how the markets will react? As if it's a Monday or if it's just a Tuesday. We don't know. So for my trials, let me go through. Let me go through some of the. Dean will be doing education again this weekend, I believe, on Saturday, and he will do a memo or registration for it, and I will make sure that it's sent out to all of the members vis-a-vis email, and it will also be posted in member Skype a little later in the week. Yeah, I would think that posting it in the Skype, tomorrow, and then again Thursday and Friday, because it'll get lost generally in the chatter. But for my trial members, just to give you guys an idea, those of you that are here to see the robot, which is probably most of you, over the last, and I'm trying to, let me see if I can find it. I'm sure I can if you give me 1 second. I'm going to give you some numbers. Okay. Over the last 210 trading sessions, gold has done $60,545 on the bots, on the gold bot. Gold alone has done over $60,000 in the last 210 trading sessions. The NASDAQ, over the last 201 trading sessions, has done $107,443. The YM, which I do not trade at all. I don't have a YM bot. I don't trade it, don't care for it, won't trade it. Over the last 125 trading days, has made $23,105. Again, I do not trade the YM. You will not see a YM trade on a robot with me. ES on the 15-minute robot, which I do trade, over the last 47 trading sessions, has made $11,279. These are based on 3 contract trades, minis, not micros. And these are based also on specific trading days, meaning we have found, really, Dr. Dean has found, many of you may be familiar with his failing system, but we generally run the robots according to Dr. Dean's failing system, which tells us that on certain days of the week, certain instruments tend to perform better for whatever reason than other days of the week. For instance, the NASDAQ. We know that on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, the NASDAQ performs very, very well. We don't generally run them on Tuesdays because it does not. And Thursdays has an overall historic losing day. Doesn't mean it doesn't make money. It means that historically it has lost money on Thursday. Now this Thursday it could make $5,000. And next week it loses $5,500 on Thursday. So we don't run them on Thursdays. I will not be running the bots on Thursdays. Now, ordinarily on a Tuesday, we wouldn't be running the majority of our robots. However, because it's the first day of a trial, I am going to run robots because you're obviously here to see robots. Now, again, what we can't factor in is, being it's Tuesday, will today act as if it's a Monday, which is a terrific day to run all of the robots, or will it act like a normal Tuesday, which typically is slow? We don't know. Now, the robots that will, I'm sure, perform well are the smaller time frames. So, for instance, I run the NASDAQ on several different charts, over 107,000. So, for instance, the NASDAQ on a Unirenko, I will run. I know that that will trade. Russell on the Unirenko, I will run. I know it'll trade. I will run my gold, which is already in shorts, and I'll show you guys gold. But in any event, I want to welcome you to the room. For those that are not here, they'll see the recording later. I'm going to go over a couple of things. First and foremost, and I sent you guys all an email, and I'm going to assume for the sake of conversation, nobody got that email. So there are two aspects to this room. Okay. One aspect is order flow. For those of you that, good morning, Mark. For those of you that may have never traded order flow, and for those of you that may be familiar with order flow, this is my order flow. It is built for me. It is not a third-party order flow, and this is my order flow. The reason I point this out is today, tomorrow, and Thursday, I will be sending you guys out an email, and one of the memberships that is available for you, if you're so inclined, is to actually learn to trade using order flow. Primarily, I will trade NASDAQ on order flow, although I will trade gold, I will trade ES, and to a lesser degree, as I said, crude. But this is my order flow indicator, and especially when the robots are either in trades or quiet, looking for trades, I will look for order flow trades as a means to accelerate potential profitability. I have a pretty good track record with the NASDAQ. So that's order flow. This is our robot, which you will see. Good morning, Marco. The charts in front of you, these charts in black, these are not order flow charts. This is what I use to isolate these are not robot charts. This is what I use to isolate my order flow charts. This is the robot. Whenever a trade fires this week, you guys will see the trades. Okay? You guys will see the trades. So for instance, at 3 o'clock this morning, 3:06, gold gave a long. Okay? The way that this robot works is unlike any other robot. Many of you have probably used robots in the past or at least seen them. I'm sure most of you have checked them out. If you've done the same due diligence that many traders have, and probably most traders have, you have found one commonality. Most robots do not make money. They're incapable. Day trading robots, 99% of them do not make any money. All you have to do is go to Striker Securities or Cannon Trading. Striker Securities has some 2,000 robots that they're running. Cannon Securities about the same. And look at their profitability. It's nil. The ones that do make money are not day trading robots. Striker has 2,849 robots running. Some of them are so outdated, I don't even know why they're on the website. And Cannon has 1,904. Thank you, Hubba Hubba. And they don't make money. And again, the ones that do make money are maybe taking 1 or 2, 3 trades a month. Now, our robot, and throughout the week, I'm going to show you different things, but I'm trying to ease you into the shallow end of the pool first. We use as a day trading robot. It can be used as a swing trading, and I'll show that to you. But for instance, this would have taken a long here at 306. My robot is predicated on a complicated program, simplistic end user program, but complicated program of moving averages across multiple time frames. So what you will notice looking at this robot first and foremost is I have what appears to be a simple moving average crossover, right? You can see the moving average crossover in the buy signal. What you don't see is that the robot is actually assessing the same moving averages across up to 4 time frames. Those time frames on the left-hand side of my chart, where you notice 144 tick, which is currently red, 233 tick, a 5-minute, and a 10-minute. Those, in sum and substance, are other time frames utilizing the same moving averages. And when they are all in the same direction, and then you get your crossover on your primary chart, as you did here at 3:06 a.m. Eastern, you get a trade. Targets and stops are defined not generically. Most of us use an ATM. And for most traders, they're generic ATMs. We set a target. I'd like to make 15 ticks on this trade. I would like to have a stop of 20 ticks because that's my risk tolerance. Unfortunately, trading doesn't work that way, right? So the robot is actually assessing market volatility up to and including the point of entry. The robot is actually the one identifying targets. We're using average true range to identify targets. So you'll notice that the robot has identified a stop initially of 35 ticks. That was the plotted stop on the trade. It has also identified target 1, target 2, and target 3 using average true range and then a multiple of average true range. Target 1 has been identified at 21 ticks, which was hit and filled. Target 2 at 28 ticks, and target 3 at 49 ticks. Again, these are identified by the robot, not me. I'm not using a generic ATM, which has target 1 at 21 ticks, target 2 at 28 ticks, and target 3 at 49. The robot also has an auto trail and an auto break even. Meaning, at target 1, you can set the robot simply by clicking a button to go to break even at target 1. So, if anybody that's here on trial has any questions, I'm happy to answer questions. I realize it is the first day of your trial, and as such, some of this may make little, if any, sense. But throughout the next couple of days, I will show more and more just to kind of give you an idea here. This is a 15-minute robot. These moving averages are mine. These are not anything related to the bot. I have, and I refer to this, I have a 50 period, a 20 period, and a 100 period that I refer to. But on the 15-minute, currently the NASDAQ would be in a short were I trading this robot, right? It would have given me a short at 745 at 12,900. It's identified first target at 16 handles, 26 and a half handles, and 37 and a quarter handles. On the bottom of the chart, which I have on some of them, not all, are my delta. Bottom number is daily delta, and the top number is candle delta. So in this current 15-minute candle, I have 46 net sellers. I have 1,800 overall buyers since 6 p.m. Eastern last evening. So that's where we're at, guys. The only other thing you need to know is at 9 a.m. Eastern, every day I take my breakfast break. Bonds is trying to turn up. We're getting a small pullback. If we get a trade or when a trade fires, or if I catch it before it fires, I will, of course, show the trade. Do any of my trials have any questions whatsoever? I'm happy to answer questions, guys. Let's just take a spin around and see what we got.
You're listening to Trade the News.
You're welcome, Paul. So we're hanging out right around VWAP. Can we tell on those black charts that you are or are not in a trade? Yeah, you can. So while I don't always, while I'm not always able to get into a trade, especially around the open, because I am myopically focused on some 45 different charts, different time frames. If you look at that NASDAQ chart,
Order submitted.
you'll see if I take a trade or if I'm in the trade. Okay. And that would be true for ES, the Russell, gold, crude, and on the rare, hey Chris, on the rare occasion, you'll see me in the YM. Looks like we will probably come down to 890. Chris, that's what I see. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. You have COVID? For the second time? Damn, Chris. And you're in here trading? Warrior, man. Warrior. Options. And I see I have eBay on the 30-minute chart shorting at 55.18, and the robot is identified a 71-cent first target. I might be interested in the money puts. Now, again, you can do it on a daily. There, let me show it to you here. So for those of you guys that may not be day traders, maybe some of you guys are position traders. Let's see if I can get this to load. Let's go to a daily. Oh, you know what? I have one. I don't need to change that. This is a daily time frame on gold. This is a one day on gold. Let me show you NASDAQ. So this is NASDAQ. These are not factored into anything. If we go back 12 months on the NASDAQ, so we are currently January 18th, we're going back to February 5th on a daily. NASDAQ gives a long on a daily time frame. And you only get first target at 200. No, you actually get second target at 408 handles. You get a short here on February 25th for 276, 460, and 645 handles. You get a long here on April 8th for 671, 1,118 handles, and 1,535 handles. You then get a short here on September 10th, and it only goes 496 handles. You get a long here on October 1st for 481 handles, and then some, not quite 800, doesn't get to second target. You get a long here on November 5th, which goes to first, second at 791, and we're not quite yet at 1,100 handles, 1,107. But that's a daily basis. I'm sure the ES looks similar. For those of you guys that trade the ES, actually the ES looks like this November 5th trade, 115, 192, and 269. So you can use it on a 240-minute time frame, a 5-minute time frame, a 1-minute time frame, whatever it is that you like to trade. And the bot will perform as long as we can optimize the settings, which we can do. No, he will try. I mean, Patrick, what would you think? He obviously will trade according to his research. So, for instance, Monday the room will probably open at 6 a.m., right? Or, well, it will open at 6 a.m. Tuesday, because we generally don't run, or he doesn't run any bots on Tuesday. Well, the room may open at 6 a.m. because I have no way to scatter the link, the openings of, based on the link. It's one link. There won't be any trades to do until I come in, right? Wednesday, you'll have trades to do. Thursday, we know no NASDAQ, so on and so forth. So you guys can plan your week accordingly. If you want to be in the room, you don't have to come in. It's gone green delta on gold, small, 28 contracts. NASDAQ needs to break down below 98 here. It comes to 93. If NASDAQ breaks 98, it comes down to 93. Okay, John. You know it'll break now, right, John? Is there anybody short NASDAQ, fellas? Is there anybody that's short? All right, stop is 09. Target 1 is 93. Okay, guys, target 1 is 93. Okay, Chris. It's just slow. It's typical pre-market. NASDAQ's hanging on to that 98, fellas. Gold is fighting a little bit of resistance, guys, right about 39, 3 or 4. Although the positive delta is increasing, albeit slowly. That is correct, Patrick. I suggest you take his course. Sure hope the cash session is better than this. Trial for what, Greg? You're in the trial. So trial for what? Oh, training. I'll send you guys out an email when he puts it together. I'll send out. I'll send all of you his trials and invite you in if you want. One of the questions that I also get about the bots is, because it's a robotic system, am I locked into a trade? The answer is no. You can close this trade just by hitting the close button here. I can close that trade. You are not locked into a trade that you may not wish to be in for whatever reason. It goes up 14 ticks, comes 1 tick shy of your target, and you want to get out. Whatever the case may be, you're not locked into a trade. You can always get out of a trade. Hi. All right, John, you're not going to miss anything. I'll be taking my break in about 4 minutes anyways. Not even watching natural gas, Patrick. Let me take a look at it. I'm not opposed to trading it, but I'm not watching it. NG. Yeah, I've got no interest in natural gas. Crude is getting bombarded. ES looks like it's going to dump to 84, maybe half, and could come lower. I have 90. If NASDAQ breaks 90, I mean, we could come all the way down to 850, 851 on the NASDAQ. I don't know that we do or don't. We have a fair amount of buyers. I would expect, I think we come 870, Mimi, 870 to zero. Keep hoping for that zero. Dollar in a dream. Dollar in a dream. Biden will make it happen, will he? This is about as slow and dull a pre-market as we see. Here comes NASDAQ. First target call at 93, fellas. There it is. First target's off on NASDAQ, those of you guys that are short. We've got to break below 90. If NASDAQ breaks below 90, you can target 870, 870. There goes gold. If gold can get a candle close above VWAP, you can see it on the middle screen lower. It should go to target. There's top of the hour. And NASDAQ or gold cannot. Gold has to get through 39.5, fellas. 39.5 and it goes. Right here. 39. Paul. Right here. That dashed line is VWAP. All right, guys. I'm going to leave this trade on. I don't have the auto trail on, so I'm going to move that up manually. And I'm going to head to breakfast. And I'll be back, guys, in about 20 minutes. If you guys want to go get coffee, stretch your legs, whatever, I'll leave this up on the screen. It is the first trade, bot trade of the day. Crude is now getting a bid. All right, guys. I do have my crude robot on. Bonds is also on, and gold. That is all I'm running at this moment. I will be back. While I was gone, we had a bot trade on crude. First target's off at 21 ticks on crude on the bot. This trade fired here at 52.81 and has taken first target. Gold is still meandering, has not gone to target yet. Whoop. And that's where we're at. And it looks like we also have a bot trade long in the NASDAQ on the 3-minute. So there's currently 3 trades on. One has gone to target 1. And I detest being in trades right at the open, but be that as it may, the bot was on. We'll see what we get. Let's see what we got with gold here, fellas. It's trying. A lot of buyers in crude today. Anybody have any questions prior to the open? Anything, guys? We got the move I wanted. We just didn't keep going on gold. Anything, guys? You can see the auto trail on crude is at break even +1. Gold should get to 42. Any questions, guys? We still have 4 minutes or so. Come on, gold. Go get that target. If it breaks here, we're going to get at least first target. We should get pretty dang close to that second target. I don't know, Tim. I'm not looking at order flow. Looks like we're going to get a pullback on the open, but maybe down to 97. I like NASDAQ longs, but let's see. We'll let it shake out. Come on, gold. Pop it here.
Target filled.
There's target 1 on gold, target 1 on GC. Couple minutes to the open, guys. I'll leave these bots on screen for a couple of minutes, and then I'll move them off just at the open. Come on, gold. Another 5 ticks. There it is. Almost. Come on, hit 40.
Target filled.
Got it. Both targets filled. That was a slow developing trade, but both targets filled. Whoop. Both targets filled on gold. Thank you, Eli. NASDAQ's going to do what it does on the open. That's why I don't like being in trades on the open. Keith, I'll send out a follow-up email today, tomorrow, and Thursday, which will outline membership. Bonds look like they're trying to turn up as well. So I'm going to move this crude, fellas. It cannot take a loss. Yeah, on gold was 640, 740, 840, 920 on gold. I'll show you where. Here's where the bots are currently. The bots currently are up 1,260, Greg. And this is the same trade. That's the NASDAQ trade. It's just showing on multiple charts because I have the NASDAQ on multiple charts. I'm going to move this crude. Even if it pulls back, it's going to give me one more tick. So that's whatever it does, it does. It's good for 42, 43 ticks. Yes, Ray. If I were not in a trade, I would not have this on. No. Don, no. I'm going to move that up. It'll probably take me out on the open. We do have 1,800 buyers, fellas. I shut the bot off for the open. If it takes it out, it takes it out, but I'm not going to let it go short and then possibly back long. I don't like them on at the open. All right, guys, 20 seconds. We're off. NASDAQ is out. I still think it's longs, but I'll let the market settle down here.
Stop filled.
Crude is out on the runner. Crude is out on the runner. Gold got that second target and peeled back. NASDAQ's longs, fellas. NASDAQ's longs. We're going to have to get up through 20 area, but NASDAQ looks long, so they're buying them on the open. I'm just giving you guys what I see. I don't have a trade yet. Nothing. Let them settle down. We're over 2,000 net buyers. NASDAQ ran into the 50 period moving average on a 15-minute. ES, rat bag, 84.50 was an entry. Didn't get there. Marco, you know I'm looking for trades, right? 3 minutes into the open, and there's nothing on the ES. The 15-minute ES spot will go long at 9:45 if you're running it, and there goes the NASDAQ. It's going to go through 20. Held that 20 again. We now have 2,300 net buyers. NASDAQ is longs. Let's see if we can come back down here. Ah, you dog. It's going, guys. I'll tell you where NASDAQ is headed. God dang it. NASDAQ's longs, fellas. NASDAQ's longs. It's got to get through this 21, 22 area. NASDAQ is longs if you guys are interested. First target 31, 32. NASDAQ is longs to 32. There's 29, 30. We now have 2,600 net buyers, over 2,600. Huge opening range on the ES. 85 to 92. NASDAQ's longs, guys. First target is 32. You rat dog. Went to 30 and change. All right, watch a pull back into VWAP. We could come down 93.50 again. I don't know. We'll see. $2,500 buyers. No real selling pressure here, guys. There's small sellers in here. One more candle and it's a long. Next candle. Long is at, let's see, 10 right here. There you go. 13. Long NASDAQ, 13. It's going to 32, fellas. It's going to 32. 26, almost 700 net buyers. Man, we just lost some buying. All right, let me get... all right, guys, ES is pulling back to that opening range low. I'll bring my order flow up in a second. NASDAQ give us another entry here. Guys, 2,800 net buyers. They're loading this up in here. At 9:30, we had 1831. They bought 1,000 cars in the last three 3-minute candles. Just below 2,800 again. I'm not interested in shorts. Unless you guys want to scalp handles, I'm not interested in shorts. It's going to 32, fellas. It's going to 32. It's got to get above 29.30, and then we go 968. Above 30, it goes 968 NASDAQ. 2,850 net buyers. This is just a matter of time. All right, Rick, hit your daily goal already. $2,835, just below 2,800. I would have no interest in shorts. Not yet. Next candle, 20 seconds on a 3-minute and 6 minutes on my 15-minute. Come on, NASDAQ, what are you doing? '90, maybe 94, Craig. Down to 2,500 buyers. There's some small sell pressure in here. Guys, I have no bot trades at this point. There's nothing on the bot. $2,200. 400 sellers in the current candle. All right, let's take a look at order flow now. Let's see where we're at. Back through VWAP. All right, guys. Well, we saw this every day last week. They're buying some of these sellers back. ES, maybe 80, 79, 80 for the long on the ES. NASDAQ, I cannot be short. Cannot be short on the NASDAQ, fellas. Cannot be short. It's all buyers, stacked imbalances. It's going to go in the next 15-minute candle. We've pulled overhead down. Back to 2,700 plus net buyers. It's got to get above 30. Small sellers again. Yes, looks like it's coming to 82.50. Crude still going.
Order filled.
All right. Gold shorted on the bottom, the 3-minute. There's gold. Come on down to 99. All right, fellas. I'm going to take a NASDAQ long. Stop has to be 94.
Order filled.
Okay. I'll adjust. Come on. God, I hate when this does this. Minute to the next candle. Better bounce 99. We could come right back to 90 and hold 90. My stop might be too tight. This is an order flow trade now, fellas. This is not a bot trade. Here's your bot on gold. Got to come back through VWAP. Next 15-minute candle in 3 seconds.
Stop.
Nope. Oh, you rat bastard. I'll get this NASDAQ, fellas. Not interested in shorts. Came to 90 again. Just above.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
All right, I turned on my Unirenko on the NASDAQ, guys. Gold's bid. Guess it's acting like a Tuesday. We're going higher on gold. We're going to be out here on gold. NASDAQ breaks 88. It comes down. It could come to 70. Broke. And then 51.
Order filled.
Stock builds. Noting the wheel market recovery leads.
ES shorted on the Uniranco.
Swap contracts today.
Here comes that 70 area. Below that, we come 51. 51. We could come all the way down to 838. I don't know. I don't think so, but we could. Yes, not quite to that first target, but I think ES is coming to 76.
Target filled.
First target off on the ES robot. 4 handles. I think we bounced 76.50. I don't think it gets this second target at 72. I'm going to take one more off at first target. I don't think we come down that far. I mean, if we break 74, it's going to get hit to 70. Gold has basically gone flat. Crude is going to short on the robot as well. All right, guys, you got a long in the NASDAQ to 91.
Order filled.
With a stop at 72. 91 is target 1. Come on, NASDAQ. What are you playing games for? Got to 87. 91 is what I have as a target 1. We've only got 58, 60 buyers, 66 buyers in here. $70, $59, $58. It's struggling to find buyers. Gold is back to entry. Wow, this NASDAQ today. Come on. It's got to come back through 82. Guys, we have 1,500 net buyers. We've lost some buyers. This is annoying. No.
Stop filled.
ES is still coming. Now here comes gold. Gold came 3 ticks to stop out and reversed.
Order filled.
Crude is now short on the robot. Looks like they're selling the hell out of everything. Yeah, it's not playing nice yet. Looks like they're selling everything. I guess they're going to try to sell back everything overnight. 51.50 is the next, and then we could come 8.12. Gold is trying to hold support here. If you guys are short, you may want to take some risk off. It's got to break 34.2. It's your prerogative.
Order canceled.
First target was hit here on gold. I inadvertently canceled it.
Target filled.
There. ES is still trying to move a little bit lower. 76.50 is where it should come. Yeah, it's not looking to bounce, Chris. Yet. We're down to 1,100 buyers. It looks like they're selling everything. I've taken 2 cracks at it. Not yet. When they start buying them back, it's going right where it came from. They're not buying them yet. 850 is where it looks like we're headed. If we break 60.5, we come 48. Got buyers coming back in. It's got to get through 78, 79, and we can start working toward VWAP again.
Order filled.
Volume weighted average price. Watch for 80, maybe 80 quarter for an entry.
Order submitted.
We got buyers trying to come back in, fellas.
Order filled.
All right. And my DOM is frozen. That's awesome. Come on, NASDAQ. Quit playing games.
Stop filled.
Out on the runner on the ES. First target only. There we go. Come on, NASDAQ. Come on, seriously, go get VWAP. 904 is where this thing should go. 904. Small resistance here at 90. Okay, Jeff, no worries. Thank you.
Order filled.
I'm not getting targets today, guys. We're getting trades, but no targets. We got 80 to 91. God darn you, NASDAQ. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Up to 1,700 buyers again.
Order filled. Order filled.
It's going to come back down. Lost all the buyers. Guys, we should be going to VWAP. Looks like it wants 51. Traded up to 90, and now it's going to come back down to 51. What a piece of work today. I'm going to take gold off this runner.
Order filled.
That's out. I want that off the screen.
Stop filled.
No target again. Bots are doing great. Bots are up 1,400, 1,377. Well, higher low and held the bottom. Back to 80 half, maybe. The Uniranko is going to try to go long here
Order fifth.
on the NASDAQ. There it is. Not quite the first target. Come on, buddy. I got my 80 half, and it's failing. Got buyers, guys, and we have 1,700 net buyers. I just really odd trade. We have buyers in here. Crude is coming back down.
Target filled.
First target filled on the bot.
Target filled.
Second target filled. Second target filled. Bot's up 1882. 1882. There's my VWAP. God dang you, rat bag. Here comes 04. And if we cross through VWAP, now we're going back to 929. There's my VWAP. Back to 2,300 buyers. Boy, that was a hell of an interesting trade today. I don't know what that was about. I mean, they didn't sell them all back. They didn't sell a ton. I'm going to take this off. We're going to take a small loss on crude. I'm not going to hold crude. Back to 2,400 buyers, guys. Just an odd trade. NASDAQ's trying to turn up, fellas. It's got to get back up through VWAP. And then we can trade all the way up to 23 to 29. 80 should be support. ES basically doing the same choppy, but can trade back to 80. I like it to 29, guys. I don't see, I mean, I just don't see shorts. It's got to get through 06 and it goes 18.
Order
Oh,
submitted.
through 06 it goes to 18.
Order filled.
And back to 29. It's got to come through that swing. 07, 06, 07. 600 buyers in here. And it should not fail at VWAP. Just a screwy trade, fellas. Come back to 80 now. Come on, get above 06 and it goes. Next candle in 30 seconds. $2,500 buyers, and we're still weird. It is weird price movement. 2,500 buyers, and we're still not going anywhere. Get back through 02 to start. We're just hanging out right, at or below VWAP with 2,500 net buyers, guys. It's a ton of buying.
Stop filled.
There we go. That's crude. Come on, NASDAQ. Seriously? I need another candle, 30 range candle. Got to take this swing high here, which is here, 04 quarter. Boy, Josh, I wish I knew what the hell it was. Just won't pop VWAP. So weird. We have no news today. I have no idea.
Order filled.
All right. What do we got here? The bot on the Unirenko shorted. I don't like the short, but it did. SPX is up. Equities are up. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I mean, again, this is a very odd trade. We have buying.
Order filled.
DC Circuit Court has scrapped President Trump's something. Here we are back to VWAP. 1 second. Yellen's giving a speech. They bought him back. Got to take this swing here. I, honest to God, have never seen such sloppy price action with so many buyers. Come on.
Target filled.
There we go. There we go. Come on. Got a break here.
Order filled.
Unbelievable. Right back into VWAP. I still think this thing's going to 29, guys. Next level up is 18. Merkel has reached an agreement to extend the lockdown to February 14th. There it goes. There we go. So here's where it should go. 29.30 again. Back up to 2,900 net buyers. Yeah, I mean, maybe because Yellen was speaking. I really don't know. But the one thing I do know is we had buyers. We had buyers, right? I'm going to let this auto trail now. Let me turn auto trail on. It'll auto trail now indefinitely. I'll just have to manually move targets out because it hit third target at 16 and a half handles, but it's you know, I don't have a target further out other than what I see, 29.30. 03 should be support, maybe 04. And then I'll give you guys an update on the bots. ES is long if anybody is interested at 83.75 on the ES. 83.75 on the ES.
Order submitted.
I have an 89 half target.
Stop filled.
All right. Notes. Here's where we're at so far, guys. We're up 1182.50 on the bots. We've been as high as 1377. I'm watching NASDAQ. ES is pulling back also. Gold back into the low. I mean, last week we did over 10,000 for the week. The week before we did about 7,900, something like that. So is it a typical day? Yeah, I guess. Maybe a little bit on the light side. But again, Paul, understand that normally we wouldn't run them on Tuesdays. Mondays and Fridays are the biggest days, with Wednesday right about there. Thursdays on the NASDAQ is not a good day for whatever reason. And Tuesdays we wouldn't run any bots, but we've got trials in here for the first time. So I am running bots on a day where this a normal Tuesday where we were in the room yesterday. I would only be running probably that NASDAQ Unirenco. We don't trade back up to 30. Now we could trade back down to 51. We're locked in this range now. Below 90, our target is 50, 51. We're into a small area here that should hold, which is the 68. Could press all the way down to 57, 58. It's a sloppy order flow trade. Very, very sloppy order flow trade. Yeah, no worries, Paul. Just make sure you watch the videos in the member area. Let me see what the VIX is doing here. Dow futures are now only up 65. We were up 200 at one point. S&P is up 15. NASDAQ's still up 78. Russell's up 12. NASDAQ's now the leader. VIX futures are down 0.2%, and VIX cash is down 4%. Nice. This is just a really weird trade. I misunderstood, John. Jeez. We still have net buyers in here on this candle. I'm losing them. I'm not looking at gold, Terry. It's rare that this NASDAQ handcuffs me. Really rare. Can't complain with the bots. The bots are up almost 1,200. It's his inauguration. I don't think this has anything to do with that.
Order canceled.
You can cancel that ES trade. If it moves back up, I'll look for it, but well, you guys that have been around know I usually trade this NASDAQ pretty well. I'm not sure what this price action's about with 2,200 net buyers. I mean, it's not like they're blowing out of them. We're moving down on fairly insignificant selling and up slower on fairly decent buying. So this Unirenko is going to go long again. Yeah, it's being obstinate today, but I still like the longs. I have no reason to want to be short on this NASDAQ other than for trades. 90 is now an aggravation. I think we go back 96. I mean, we got 120, 30 buyers in here, and they're barely moving it up. Our delta is still hanging around 2,200 positive. New 15-minute candle in 2 minutes. I mean, we should be, I would think. Nope, that didn't go long. ES is basically dead. Goldman Sachs near session lows, down 1.5% on a beat. Crude is remaining bid.
Rates in France, Germany, and the UK are marginally higher. We are still waiting to hear news out of the Italian Senate. They're going to look to vote on Prime Minister Conte's economic plan.
Order filled.
Conte needs to get 161 votes in the Italian.
Bots long again on the Unirenco.
Order submit. Order filled.
Come on, bot, let's go. Let's go, NASDAQ. I am just amazed. Buyers come in, they lose the buyers. Sellers come in, they get bought up. This should go to 96. Small buyers in here, 30, 29, 28. This looks like yesterday's price action. Come on, seriously. Hit first target, no fill. Hit it. There it is.
Order filled. Order filled.
Because it's one account, Greg. One account.
He needs 161. This latest report saying that he is likely closing in on a majority as the Senate support in the Senate is growing ahead of the vote.
Stop filled.
Italian
Russell took a long on the bot.
BTP market outperforming others.
If I were trading multiple accounts, you would see, different totals for each account. But all of the instruments are running on one account. We're at 14. Nice job. We're at 1472.50 with the Russell currently down 70 for $30, whatever. It's not showing per trade profit. No, it's showing aggregate total amongst all of the instruments. But let me ask you a question. Why does it matter per trade? Your DOM doesn't show per trade profit. If you trade the NASDAQ, the ES, gold, and crude, your DOM shows an aggregate total, doesn't it? It doesn't show a per trade profit. I'm not interested in this short. I'm only interested in longs, guys, on this delta. I'm not interested in looking for shorts. But you can review the video today. You'll have it. I've shown all the bot trades. You can watch them, if you want to. For instance, this is the first trade that the Russell has taken. Russell should get back to 2140, which is VWAP. I'm going to move that down to target 1 as well. 2 off at target 1. I didn't trade the bot yesterday. I didn't even turn them on. I did one trade myself yesterday for $290 and shut my machines down. That price action was horrible. This looks like yesterday. It's 10:35. Let me just look at volume. They haven't posted it yet. I mean, the NASDAQ traded 192,000 contracts. The volume doesn't look light. This price action is just really interesting. Guys, as much complaining as I'm doing, the bots are still up 1472.50, pending the outcome of this trade.
Target filled.
There's first target.
Filled.
All right, so we got 2 of them out of there. So I'm going to manually move this. I don't have it at 1, 1, and 1 anymore. I'll put it at 66 ticks. Bots are up 1,657 pending the conclusion of this trade. I'd like to see it get to NASDAQ looks longs to me, guys. I have no reason to be short. I just, the best stop I have is 65.5 right now, 65. It's just, I mean, based on this net delta, we should be a whole hell of a lot higher than we are. Gold is headed to VWAP. So we had one ES trade today for first target only. Okay, John, see you tomorrow. One ES trade today. A crude trade today. I want to say 3 gold trades. See you tomorrow, John. 3 gold trades. And now a Russell trade. So not many bot trades. I mean, there's a few, but the bigger time frames aren't doing doodly. New York City will be closing some vaccine sites. There are no resupplies. If you live in New York, my condolences. Well, if it passes, I mean, it should drop the dollar index, I would think. We'll keep our fingers crossed, Jimmy. Their second target would be hit on the bot on Russell, 37 ticks. Everything in New York's a disaster, starting with de Blasio and Cuomo, two utter incompetent morons. Anybody that missed New York City in the 70s, if you weren't old enough to see New York City in the 70s, you should give it another 3 to 6 months and you can go see it. Murder rates up 40%. I mean, it's what they've done to the city is oh, it's horrible. New York is horrible. Allied Van Lines is like the biggest employer in New York. And people can't get out fast enough. And we'll see what gold does. Gold's going to have to get through 38 and it goes to 40.2. If it gets above 38, it should get that first target. NASDAQ now has to get through 90.
Stop build.
Out on the Russell, on the runner. Russell runner is out. Here's where we are, fellas. Bots are up $1,702. Gold is up a few ticks. That's where we're at, 1702.50. The only bot that I have left on is this gold, this trade in gold. My bots are now off. If we get through the 38 area, we should work up to about 40. Should get that first target. This is the last bot trade of the session. No, you don't have to leave it running. Got to get through VWAP on gold. Good morning. See you tomorrow, Ray. Well, the bots have been admirable. I can't complain about the bots. Got to get through this area here, guys. VWAP on gold. If we get through this, we go 40.2. We should get that first target anyways at 28 ticks. It's got to get through maybe 39, 38.5. You guys are in the trade and you want to take, there goes NASDAQ. Now we should go 96, 97. Back up to 2,600 net buyers. What a piece of work today. What a piece of work NASDAQ is. There's VWAP again. We're on top. Now we should go to 29. That should be where this thing starts to work. 29. We got a new 15-minute candle. We should trade up to 06, 07 again, and then we can work to 16, then 29 on NASDAQ. Failed again. Same dang spot. It's unbelievable. With buyers. All right.
Order filled.
I shut it. I'm done. I shut bots off for the day. They're done. They're done. There's your bot total for the day. They're all off. 1822.50 on bots. 1822.50. Anybody have any questions on the bots, fellas? 2,800. You cannot be short here. You cannot be short. I'm going to trade NASDAQ to 29.
Order filled.
29 is where this is going. And then 68. Come on, you piece of work. Still doesn't want to do it. 18 first target, 19 first target. God almighty. I guess we're going to hold VWAP all day. Guys, this is just not right. All this net buyers. We break above VWAP. This trade, we should keep going above VWAP. 2,800 net buyers on the session, which is a fairly stiff amount. We've crossed through VWAP at least since the market opened. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Now 7. And we won't go anywhere. Makes absolutely no sense to me. And I've been trading order flow for years. Thank you, Jimmy. Yellen's done on CNBC. Bonds are turning up, which should be good for gold if anybody is in gold.
Yellen in a testimony saying that work over time for a second relief package.
They'll work over time for a second relief package, Secretary Yellen. I missed my entry on the ES. I canceled that trade. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you with the NASDAQ today. It is just confounding. It is confounding. It really is amazing. All right, fellas, I'm done with this trade. I'm done. Oh, now buyer's trying again. This has to get back through 85. $71 should hold. But
Right now, the Yellen thing extended unemployment and food aid would provide the biggest bang for the buck. And stimulus.
unemployment and food aid would supply the biggest bang for the buck in any stimulus. Yellen. Yeah, be that as it may, Rick. It is what it is, as they say. He will be the president on Wednesday. Brian, what way? How do we sell off with 2,500 buyers? I mean, I don't know what this sloppy price action is all about. I don't know what's causing it. I do know we have significant net buying. 3 candles ago, we were at 2,900. Then they sell back a few hundred, buy them right back, sell them right back. Watching this NASDAQ trade today is like watching the ES trade. Back and fill, back and fill, back and fill, but it won't break VWAP. It is almost impossible.
including infrastructure investment plan.
I mean, I don't care if it sells off to hell and back. It's a no news Tuesday in between two holidays. I mean, listen, look at we can Veronica, we can come up with 1,000 reasons why that makes sense to us as traders, but here's what makes no sense. We have strong net buyers, right? We have strong net buying. They're not willing to sell them off. And as they buy them, they don't break it through VWAP, which doesn't make sense. We've been there 6 times with strong net buying. We're not lacking in volume. So it isn't a volume issue. But the market is trading sideways for a reason. Whatever it is, I don't know. But it makes no sense with 24, 25, 26, 2,700 buyers that we don't go higher. It just doesn't make sense. Now, maybe when we dump Europe, it's an odd day, dude. I mean, it's weird. The bots traded well. Look, we can't even break this little resistance here. This should be at 03 half right now. This is where it should be. When it trades above 91, it should trade 29. Back up 25. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get coffee. It can't happen. Yellen saying it is necessary that U.S. companies are globally competitive on taxes. Something about corporate taxation. All right, Chris. And yet another failure, lower high above VWAP on 2,900 buyers. I'm really, guys, this is interesting. I've never seen this before. I have to stay with my thesis of longs based on the VIX and based on net buying. I cannot be short. Cannot be short. All right, Greg. See you tomorrow. Guys, anybody have any questions? Bots did their job. Bots made money. And this NASDAQ just doesn't want to do a damn thing. I'm at a loss. I've never seen this before.
UK, the virus new virus cases rise by 55 days today, below the 7-day average of 44. Deaths of 610 versus the 7-day average of 1,129.
That's nothing.
UK saying first dose of
It is a rotten trade. I'm not going to lie. This is a horrible trade from an order flow standpoint. It's terrible. There are no videos, Dustin. As a trial member, there are no videos. You can't get into the member area. You can see all of my videos in past sessions on YouTube or Vimeo by typing in my name. I post every day to YouTube and Vimeo. But as far as the educational videos, that's reserved for members. Well, my room videos are going to look, the videos on YouTube and Vimeo are going to look, the videos will be exactly what you've seen in the room today. A combination of the bots and order flow trades. That's what I do every day. I mean, today was, I know it's your first day in trial. Today was an anomaly on the, on order flow in NASDAQ. I promise you. It is an odd thing that we're seeing here with so much buying in the NASDAQ that it won't, if you look at a 5-minute order flow, it's just a mess. And it's really odd because they come in and buy them and then they turn right around and sell them. It's just really weird that we haven't got out. It's just a weird day. We're not selling off. Look at gold blowing up. I am not. I just got taken out. JLG. Just got taken out. I mean, you can see we're failing at VWAP. Now, again, once we get rid of the Europeans, we may go higher. I don't know. I can't. I have no explanation for today relative to order flow. I have no explanation. "15 minutes ago, we were at 2,900. Now they've sold it off to 2,200. They sold 700 cars. Then they buy them right back, and we'll probably bounce back 75, 80, 80 half area, and back up to 03. I mean, it's 51, I think, is where we're coming. It's while I'm recording, I might as well get this done. I've gone about as much as I'm going to do today, guys. This is our daily total on the bots, 1822.50, up 1822.50 on the bots. I've gone back and forth in my account. I am currently green, but not by much. Yeah, Victor, there is a chat box for you to type questions into. Guys, back and forth trade. Back and forth trade. It's sloppy. Maybe once Europe's gone. I really have no answer for today. I guess sometimes, some days they get me. Doesn't happen often, but some days they get me. Yeah. Yeah, Dustin, every once in a while I let go. I do tend to delve into politics. I've been actually pretty quiet today. I have toned it down on Tuesday. I don't think we come below 51.50. We can't really get back above 90. If we break 51.50, the next area down would be 812. I just don't see us coming there. There's 51.50. We tag that. Amen. You're welcome, Dustin. And if you're here long enough, every once in a while I get